Y'all, I am back with another video and I'm here to spread a little Christmas cheer. I'm crazy about Christmas and I like to be prepared. I need to have all of the things listed and organized because we like to do a lot of Christmas fun. We like to participate in all of the things. We like to go see Santa. We like to ride the trains. We like to make the cookies, all of the stuff I want to do. And so it just helps me to have everything written down and organized and dated. And so I know when it's all going to happen. And then we get to enjoy the fun when it finally gets here. So in our house, we have an elf on the shelf and his name is Jolly. And Jolly enlisted me to help him with these things. And so I'm Jolly's helper. So I collect all of the things for him and get it organized so when he comes to our house, he's ready to go. So this year, Jolly told me that he wanted to be a little bit more naughty than he has in the past. In the past, he just brings the boys surprises and treats and fun little things throughout the month of December. But this year, he said that he wanted to cause a little ruckus in our house. So I had to really get on the ball early this year and get it all done. What I do, and I've seen people do it different ways with like a calendar, with like actual blocks like the month of December and a calendar and have it listed that way, but I just prefer to do it like this. I figure out what day he's gonna come and when he's gonna start, and then I know what day it is, and then I write down what he's gonna do, and then I have a list here of the things that I need to get. I have already gathered quite a few things and I'll show you that, but I was just gonna go through my list and kind of tell you what he's going to be doing and the things that I got for that, so that if you wanted to get a jump start on your holiday planning, you could go ahead and do that too. So we'll start on the 27th. We go home to Mississippi for Christmas, and we usually leave right after the boys get out of school. We'll have our big Christmas. Santa comes early and we do all that and we have that big fun day, and then we leave the next day heading to Mississippi for Christmas. So we'll start Jolly on the 27th of November, which is a Tuesday. And he'll come, he always comes the first day, and he brings what we call their travel tree. And that's a tradition we started when my oldest, who's 6, was born. Anytime we go somewhere, and we like to travel a lot, we like to road trip. And so anytime we go somewhere, he gets an ornament, and now my other little boy, they both get just one ornament per place, so it's not out of control. But so they get an ornament, and at Christmas, they hang it on what we call their travel tree. And so he brings that the first day. It's just a small little tree, and then I think like 3 foot or something, maybe smaller, I can't remember. And he brings the tree, and then he brings their advent calendars. Now last year, my oldest got a Lego one, and my youngest got a Schleck farm animal one, which he loved. But then he said this year he wanted to have a Lego one like Big Brothers. So Amazon had them on a deal a couple weeks ago for $20. They're usually like $35. So I got them both the Lego City Advent calendars. So they'll be super excited to do those every morning. So those will come the first day. That's what he'll bring. So then let me just check my sheet. Wednesday he'll be he'll have some of these window clings. I have a couple packages of these, and I'll have them like hanging off of the playroom windows, being silly, so they'll have to find him. And usually in the years past, he's just sitting right here in our kitchen on the table, so they know right where he is. So now it's going to be like a hunt every morning to try to find him. So we'll probably have to get up a little bit early to get all this done. So then the next day, he's going to be bringing them new toothbrushes. He'll be in the bathroom, and I actually have a little toothpaste and a little toothbrush for him too. And I thought maybe I'd get a small tube of toothpaste and let him be making a little bit of a mess with the toothpaste. So then the next day he's gonna come with these little mugs. I have one for both boys, and a little hot chocolate. We have a Keurig, so he'll bring a hot chocolate with. And then I found these. If you're looking for Elf on the Shelf stuff, go to AliExpress. It's like an overseas company, and they you need to kind of do it now or even before now, because it takes a while for them to ship and get things here. But they have all sorts of little doll accessories. So I found these little Starbucks mugs, and he's gonna have one of those in his hand and be having a hot chocolate too. But no, they have so many fun things on AliExpress for that, or places like Hobby Lobby, Michael's and stuff have the doll accessories too, and they fit perfectly for your little elf. The next day he's going to be bringing a gingerbread house, which I have, but I didn't bring it out here. And then Dollar Tree usually has, closer to time, they didn't have them when I went last week, little tiny gingerbread houses, and so that you can actually eat, but they're probably gross. I've never tried them. And so I'm gonna have him sitting there with one of those and then like a little tube of icing, and then he'll be bringing our big gingerbread house for them to build, for them to make. They love to do a gingerbread house every year, so that'll be fun. Next day, I found these at the Dollar Tree, y'all, and I had to figure out something to do with these with our elf. I just thought they looked so magical, and I remembered that last year I got some new reindeer from Michael's, I think, and they're pink and turquoise, kind of velvet, and I think they have sparkly antlers. I don't remember. They're very magical looking though. I do my whole Christmas in pink and green, so they went with my theme. But I thought, how cute would it be to have like reindeer poop instead of unicorn poop? So I'll like have it sitting out behind my pink reindeer, and they'll just think that's hilarious because they think the poop emoji is just, you know, the bee's knees. Anyway, I'm gonna do that, and I ordered from AliExpress, it hasn't come yet, a little doll shovel, and so he'll be like scooping the poop up from the reindeer. So the next day I have that he's going to be playing like a Christmas game. We have some Christmas matching games and different kind of Christmas games. I'll just have something set out and he'll be playing it with, like, we have a Woody and a Buzz Toy Story dolls, and so maybe he'll be playing a game with them. Then the next day I have these pencil packs that I got, I think, at the Dollar Tree a few years ago. And I'm gonna have them all opened up, and I have them ordered also from AliExpress, a little tiny backpack. This stuff is like 10 cents. It's so cheap, but you have to wait forever. So if you're gonna do it, you gotta order it soon. A little green backpack that he's gonna wear, and he's gonna be hanging up by the boys' backpacks over here in my front entryway with their little pencils and erasers, like he wants to go to school with them. And the next day we have all the Imaginext pirate stuff, and so I'm gonna have all that kind of set out, and he's gonna be on the pirate ship and with like a treasure chest of candy, and he's gonna be like fighting the pirates for the candy, and then obviously the boys will get the candy. And then the next day we're going to do the shaving cream. I got this one, I think, at the Dollar Tree, and it looks like peppermint, so it's just the original kind. It's red and white, and so we'll have that, and I'll write something or make a snowman or something on the bathroom mirror, so he'll be being naughty with that. And then the next day I had this crepe paper left over from a party or something. I don't know, I have crepe paper for days. So I'll grab that out of my stash, and I'm gonna put it over their doors so they can't get out, so they have to like break through it to get out their doors. And so Jolly will do that. And then the next day we'll have donuts. We always do powdered donuts at Christmas and at Easter. They love them, but they make a huge mess, so I don't ever buy them. So it's a big surprise to get them at Easter and at Christmas. So he'll come and bring the donuts, and I have some cute little emoji cups, so they'll have a fun little breakfast, and some napkins. I get all this stuff after clearance, after the holidays. And some little straws to drink their milk. I'll probably dye the milk green too, just so it's fun. Or no, I'm gonna do that later for something else. So the next day is the Kinder Egg surprise. I saw this on Pinterest, and they love Kinder Eggs. I mean, what kid doesn't? You get the Kinder Eggs. You get the Kinder Eggs, and then you give them a regular egg that morning, and you say sprinkle the sprinkles over. And I'm gonna do it on a Sunday, and so we'll go to church, and then when they come back from church, a Kinder Egg will appear because Jolly's magical. The next day I have Legos. Jolly is going to have like a countdown on one of those green bases, like have the number of however many days are left. It looks like it's 12 because I'm super prepared. So he'll have a number 12 and then days left written out in Legos. And then the next day, I'm gonna have Jolly some mini marshmallows in the bathroom sink, and we have little rubber ducks that are like little elves and little Santas and stuff, and he's gonna be like in the sink with the ducks and look like he's taking a bath. And then the next day, my mom actually sent me some of this old stuff from our Barbie days, a little Barbie hat and some jeans and stuff. And then I had on hand some little handcuffs and a sheriff badge and a little gun for him to hold so he can like be the sheriff. And he's gonna be like arresting somebody, I don't know, one of their other toys. And then, let's see, okay, so then the next day, we have some soldier toys that they like to play with, and so I saw on Pinterest also that the Jolly would be taped up onto the wall and the soldiers would be like arresting him or whatever, so that'll be the next day. And then the next day, I'm gonna they love Sprite. And they only get it, you know, when we go out or whatever. We don't keep it in the house. And so I'm going to have them some of those little mini Sprites as a treat. And then I found these for my Sunday school class a couple years ago. But they're like these little pops. But they're actually pins when you open them up. It's like a pin. And so I was going to give the elf these. Like he's drinking these little guys. And then the boys get their Sprites. And then they can have these after. And then the next day is Oreos. We always do Oreos every year too, and I'm going to use those straws for that. And then he'll have the colored milk. That's when I'll dye the milk green, so that'll be fun. We've never done that before. And then for the last day, I am going to give them these. These are those magic ink books that it's just a marker and it just writes on this paper so it doesn't get everywhere, and we usually like these for church. So that'll be a Sunday as well, and I'll have these somewhere over there by their church bags, and he'll give them those because it's actually Jolly on the Imagine Ink books, so that's fun. Magic Ink books. And so that's our last day of the elf, because then a week before Christmas, our elves, which is actually my childhood tradition, come a week before Christmas, and we leave out magic buckets, and they leave little prizes for the boys. And so then they'll come, and so Jolly will just sort of sit on the shelf and watch over. At that point, he won't be naughty anymore or be bringing anything. And so I don't have all of that stuff yet. I have some of it started in a pile, but once I get all of that done, I might share that with you too. And then I have a few more things to buy for their actual Christmas gifts, so when I get all that done, I'll share that too. And their stockings, of course, that's my favorite thing to do, is shop for stocking stuff, and I have a lot of that already too. So when that time comes, I'll share all that. I think that's it. I'll actually blog about this on my blog, and I'll share this with you in case you want to look at the ideas and see how I do it. And then I'll also share my Pinterest board, which, I mean, all you have to do is search Elf on the Shelf on Pinterest, and it's like out of control. So there's tons of ideas and tons of things to get inspiration from online, but I just thought I'd share how we prep. I just like to get all this stuff done, then I don't feel so rushed and so crazy at Christmas, and I can actually enjoy it with them. So I'll just kind of have this printed out once I get it all finalized and get everything else bought that is still missing, and I'll just kind of keep it shoved under my planner so that every night I know what I need to do. So I guess that's it. Like this video and subscribe. I'm going to be sharing more stuff. Probably a day in the life again soon. And I've got a Thanksgiving project I want to share with you. Kind of a countdown in November, a thankful tree that I'm going to share. And I got a lot of other stuff that I'm thinking about. So subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.